The fight found us in an alley, barely wide enough for two men to move side by side. High walls, trash piled along the edges. Wires hanging overhead like traps you couldn't see clearly until it was too late. We were clearing block by block, slow and deliberate, knowing this was the kind of place where mistakes waited patiently for you. I was third in the stack when the shooting started. The first burst came from the far end of the alley, sudden and violent. Rounds snapped overhead and slammed into the wall, sending fragments into the air. We collapsed into cover almost on instinct. Someone yelled contact front. Distance close, very close. I pressed my shoulder into the wall, feeling the vibration of rounds hitting nearby. The space felt too tight, like the alley itself was closing in on us. It's a claustrophobic feeling, knowing there's nowhere to go but forward or back, and both are terrible options. I leaned out, fired downrange, then pulled back as return fire chewed into the corner where my head had just been. There was no room for hesitation. Every single movement had to mean something. We pushed forward by inches. One man covered, another moved. Then we switched. The rhythm is everything. My breathing was loud in my helmet, harsh and uneven, but my hands stayed steady. I focused on simple tasks. Sight picture, trigger press, move, repeat. You have to break it down, otherwise the chaos will swallow you whole. A grenade went off ahead of us, the blast echoing between the walls, slamming into my chest like a physical blow. Dust filled the air, thick and choking. For a moment, visibility dropped to nothing. That was the worst part. Not knowing, just waiting for shapes to form in the haze, praying they aren't the last things you see. When they did, the fight ended fast. Silence followed, heavy and unnatural. I realized my legs were shaking as we secured the area. The alley looked smaller now, less threatening, stripped of the violence it had held just moments before.